Greetings YouTube, it is I, your fandom connoisseur, coming to you again with another Nerf video, because reasons. Today I decided to do what is probably the most innovative mod I've come up with so far, which isn't saying much. Anybody who found this video through my Instagram knows what this is probably about, but for everyone else who stumbles across this thing, well, here we go. Da, 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 da. Yes, this is a Nerf Modulus Tri-Strike missile launcher with a Titan tank thrown in there. Not very well, mind you. I'm still learning the full extent of my capabilities as a modder, but yeah, here it is. I've been wanting to do this since the Tri-Strike was announced, just because when I heard that the stock was a HAMP, I'm like, are you serious? This is clearly a giant throwback to the Unity power system. Why can't we have a pneumatic pressure missile launcher like the Titan, but made for the current line of Nerf blasters? So here it is. As far as what's been done to it, I've cut off the tip and thrown a 3/4 inch PVC coupler to thread on absolvers, much in the vein of Captain Xavier off of YouTube. He's a fantastic nerfer, and anybody who found me before they found him, you're YouTubing wrong. Aside from that, all it took to get the tank in here was some minor shell modifications along here, and obviously a hole on both sides for the, I guess, trigger bolt would be the most accurate description for what this is. Anybody wondering how I made this, it's a office pen, just a regular Bic pen with 2 wire nuts glued to the tips for aesthetics and 2 hose clamps to keep it from sliding in and out, because the holes I made were kind of big. I'm not so steady with a Dremel, that's why the holes look so janky, and I couldn't find anything to cover them up just yet. This is still just a prototype, but it works. As far as how I bridge the gap into the pump, because it is still using the stock pump and tube, all I really had to do was take the stock barrel from the missile launcher and cut off where the hose connected to this barrel, and then glue it to the stock small bit of hose left on the Titan tank from its original pump. And then, you see the way this tube worked, a small white piece of plastic right in there that I cut off was secured pressure-wise with a sort of orange plastic ring that kept it airtight. And that's how you bridge the gap. All I did was migrate that gap to the Titan tank pump, and it worked pretty well. Sadly, however, there is one drawback to this setup. The pump is not pushing in air the way I want it to. Why is that? Because I could not get inside this thing to fix the pump. Yeah, for some reason, Hasbro decided to glue this thing shut. Both parts of the pump, the part that slides and the part that's attached to the main body, do not separate, even if you unscrew all the screws. The plastic seems to be glued shut. I don't know why they did that. That was a real douchey move, but, you know, they did, because Hasbro, because they really don't like us Nerf modders who, you know, still like the classic heavy hitters. But either way, it still receives air into the tank, and that's what I wanted to do with it. So, suck it, Hasbro. No, don't suck it. Please. No, you're awesome, Hasbro. Please don't hate me. Just maybe be a little bit more modder friendly. We are probably your biggest consumer base, even though you don't want to admit it. But yeah, it still receives air, it still fires. As far as absolvers are concerned, right now I only have 2. I am working on a 5-dart shotgun shell, quote unquote. But for now, all I have is the stock All I have is the stock missile launcher barrel, gutted so that it can also fit elite darts, thrown on to a PVC coupler to go onto the threading end. And the tube of this particular tank's pump turned into a rival barrel. Again, props to Captain Xavier for the inspiration. You are an inspiration to all upcoming Nerfers, and thank you for your awesome work. So yeah, that's the short and skinny of it. Now, I was hoping I could use this barrel to also fire mega darts. Sadly, that is not the case. I'm gonna have to get some 3/4 inch PVC pipe and use that instead, just because the fit on this particular barrel is too loose. It's perfectly fine for the rival balls. They fire relatively well, but mega darts, not so much. But like I said, this is still a prototype. So without further ado, I'm gonna give you guys a quick firing demo. We'll start with the elite dart. As soon as it allows me to thread onto it, because I'm leaning on this car. Okay. Woo! Way farther than my first try. Very nice. Next up is going to be the Demolisher missile. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so much fun. My neighbors are gawking at me because I'm a grown man playing with Nerf guns. I don't care. The hobby's for all ages. And finally, the rival ball inside the Titan tank barrel. I'm scared I'm going to lose this one. I only have 9 of these balls. Oh, it went so much farther last time. Maybe I didn't pump it enough. Oh well, you guys get the idea, and I'm sure you've seen enough Titans shooting everything on Captain Xavier's channel. I wanted to do this mod because I love the idea that you could have the missile launcher from this attachment fit damn near any Nerf blaster. You could have it underslung on the front of some blasters that have tack rail on the bottom of their barrel, on their front barrel. You could have it up top on a regular tactical rail, and as long as they have both a tack rail and a stock attachment point, you're good. Or you can just have a miniaturized, much more comfortable Titan than the classic one. And you know, now with the Absolver setup being made so much easier and so much more prevalent on YouTube, I'm sure I'm going to see a lot of people doing this same mod. I was going to do a Demolisher with a Titan tank thrown in it. I still plan to. I just have been having trouble finding a pump that fits inside the hand pump from the Demolisher. I might just find the same diameter tubing as this and hopefully catch lightning in a bottle again. But until then, I think I'm gonna just be very happy with this. Sadly, I don't get to go through a lot of wars in Virginia. It's not a very popular hobby out here, but fingers crossed that'll change soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and do whatever you want. If you want to dislike the video, that's fair. I'm still new, so it's probably not going to be great. Either way, thanks for watching.